Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside his 5. So Stanford's offense will have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Puts it out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Stanford quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Durant. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moving it out and putting pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. They'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So Syracuse's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Carney. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Durant. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. On the ground, it's Kane. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense in hurry-up mode.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Off-play action on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Makes the catch. It's Stroud. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Stanford wants to push the pace.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. Oh, a lot of speed. Touchdown, Syracuse. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds his man. It's Durant. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end getting vertical. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
42 Spider. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Caught behind the line. It's Durant. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Back to throw, it's Carney. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Orange.